look like a coach. Instead, he looks like two-faced Idibia look alike. And like we say in our own parlance in the northern part of this country, when he wake Kamada Weni. So he's the original of himself, and he is Coach Obafemi Samuel. Good evening and welcome to Supreme FM.
It's a pleasure to be here. Good evening.
All right. Redeemers Men's Fellowship holding their retreat in Kaduna. That's at RCCG Tower of Praise, Plot 001, Gidamana Close off Adamu Ndere Road, Nisi Village, Kaduna.
Okay.
And you started today?
Yeah.
All right. And Hour of Praise, the man of advantage.
Yes. This is a huge opportunity, for our friends in Kaduna to be able to get a chance to move from where they are to where they want to be. Tomorrow, which is the grand finale of this two-day event, is going to have a double session. And the double session is for everybody. Even though it's a men-organized program, it's for everybody.
Okay.
And tomorrow, I'll be talking about how to be a global man, and then also talk about the man of advantage. Now, what do we mean by the man of advantage?
That's definitely
critically.
Okay.
Because if you look at it, the average man in our sphere, Nigeria for instance, is threatened. We are becoming an endangered species. We're becoming threatened by mental stress, by environmental issues, economic problems, domestic challenges. So you find out that it has become more competitive to be able to stand out. It has become more competitive
with all the pressure and everything.
There's so much on the average man. And when I say man, I'm not talking about the male. I'm talking about both man and woman. So you find out, yes, the human being. So you find out the home structure is threatened, the career structure is threatened, the personal development structure is threatened. At every level and gap, you find people are striving to be able to make ends meet and to be able to make any form of progress at different levels of their giving. So you find that people have aspirations that don't look like it can ever work again. People have dreams, they just imagine if they can ever get to see these dreams come to pass. So you find that there is a lot more that we have to be able to put on the table. Tomorrow, we're going to be discussing some subtle strategies. We're going to be discussing some common sense approach that makes you have an advantage so that you don't run the rat race. One of the things that affects us, one of the things that affects us is the fact that everybody is running blindly.
In the jungle.
And we don't just pause to think, why am I taking the path I'm taking? And what can I do just differently? It could just be
distinctive.
A tweak. Yeah. It could just be a simple tweak that makes you different from the pack. And that singular differentiation will stand you out and then makes you a man of advantage. So really tomorrow is a big time. I'm going to be teaching with scenarios. I'm going to be giving examples of classical cases of people who have taken a particular path and how they've reconsidered their path and why they are now at an advantage and how the returns have paid off and why strategy is very important, why initiative is very important, why creativity is very important, why resilience is very important, grit is very important. This, for instance, is a season when people need to stand for what they believe in and stay true to the wrong. So, there are elements that happen per season, and these are the issues we're going to talk about tomorrow.
Okay, this is where I want you to be more explicit.
Okay.
The man is created by God with talents.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, how does the man notice, develop, and take advantage of these talents or these gifts?
Fantastic. You see, all of us are talented, like you said. And all of us know we have the talent. One good thing about the human physiology is that there is a vacuum you long to feel. And until you start to express it, you feel empty at a level. So the knowing that you are talented is a given case. Now, how do you develop it? These are perspectives I'll draw tomorrow.
Okay.
But I'll just give one secret. One thing about developing talent is being fearless. Wow. The only reason anybody becomes stagnated is fear. And tomorrow I'll be sharing some little secrets from my book. I have a book called Fearless Seed. And there's also an affirmation CD that comes with it. And that package helps you to understand that, you know what, life in itself is a risk. And if you dare it, you conquer it. But if you refuse to dare it, then you stay stagnated. And it's at nobody's loss but yours. So tomorrow is a day you don't want to miss. In fact, the good thing is that
because you have the explosives to conquer fear.
It's so good to attend. It's free to attend. Just make sure you get yourself together tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Please emphasize on that. It's free
to attend. It is absolutely free of charge to be there. The venue is available to you. And guess what? You'll also be served refreshment. So, hey, what do you stand to lose? Come to get loaded with knowledge. Come to get loaded with strategies. Come to get loaded for your tummy. What do you stand to lose? Nothing. And of course, tomorrow is the only day you get to see me for free because my time is not cheap.
I hear you. All right, let's get over to tomorrow's session, where you will teach us, like you call yourself the coach, but I want to call you a mentor. You mentor us how to become the global man. Because I can see right here you have the whole world balling, and there's a man from level to level, and he gets to the highest, and then he's now there looking down at the world.
Absolutely. You see, there are elements of God that we must demonstrate. All of us are God's mirror, but most of us behave like mere men. And tomorrow I want to share the DNA of God. A typical example: God is universal. God is everywhere. And the element that God expects us to demonstrate is just like you pointed out. If you have a talent, you must be able to grow your talent and become universal. Everybody, for instance, is on Facebook. It means that Mark Zuckerberg is universal. That's an element of God. So being a global man is a reasoning, is a mindset that says, even though I'm local at a point in my life, I should be globally felt. I should have an influence that is everywhere. Even though I can be in one place at a time, the result of my ambition, my passion, my talent, my gifting should be global. That way you become relevant and valuable, and so apt for everybody to use. Until you grow your relevance such that everybody everywhere can feel you, you're still a mediocre. That is how it turns out.
Wow, that word is powerful, mediocre. Okay, the retreat started today. And tomorrow is the finale, just like you said. And it's taking place where?
It's taking place at the parish, the Tower of Praise Parish.
Okay, that's Tower of Praise Parish, all right. And
the address is plot 001, Gidan Manor Close, off Adamun Dere Road, Nisi Village, Kaduna.
Time, please.
The time is 10 a.m. You need to be there on time, because I guarantee you the seats are packed already.
Because so the later today's session.
Yeah, so the later you come, the farther you are away from where you have to hear the real thing. And you know, because I'll be doing a lot of illustrations, there'll be projections, I'll be doing some form of lecturing at some point to draw home some points. The closer you are to the real center of events,
to the coach himself,
the better for you. You know, so I recommend you're there on time. One good thing about my work is that I don't do African time. I don't believe it exists. So 10 is 10. We kick off and we move and we deliver on time.
And emphasis, it's absolutely
free of charge. The only thing it costs you is you dressing up and coming up and showing up. That's all.
All right. Few minutes we've had with you, Coach Sam Obafemi. Thank you very much, and we pray that next time when you come for a more exposit sessions, you will definitely come back.
Yes, I'm looking forward to coming to Kaduna. This time around, we're going to be doing a citywide event. Just put your ears on the ground and always tune into this show, because I'm going to come here again and introduce a wider scope of an event. My passion really in life is to make you become bold to face your dreams. And it takes nothing but a decision. So we'll come back to this town at the right time and do a wider event.
Okay, decision to be fearless, to become the man of advantage and become the global man. Thank you very much, Coach Sam Obafemi.
It's been a pleasure.
Nice having you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's been our friend, Coach Sam Obafemi, right here on Supreme FM 96.1. All you've got to do is kindly reach out tomorrow at